All right.
You think that the Israeli government or the average Israeli who voted for this government thinks that Palestinians are not fully human?
Absolutely. Then why don't you let them go? Why can't they have their own state?
Because it'll be run by Hamas. Are you foolish?
Okay, so what? The right-wing, violent government of Israel kills Palestinians all the time. So you're saying, but you're saying the Palestinians cannot govern themselves. Isn't that what you're saying as a fact?
You believe that there is moral equivalence between Israel and Hamas. That's all I needed to hear.
You're literally saying they're not equal. You're saying the Palestinians and the Israelis are not equal. We have to violently oppress them for the rest of their lives. How long is the occupation going to go? How long are you going to keep millions of Palestinians as prisoners because you think they're less than human?
Israel doesn't want to commit suicide because you sitting in America have it good. Okay?
Okay, so you're saying never, right? You're going to imprison Palestinians for the rest of time. Is that correct?
When the Palestinians disavow terror and stop trying to destroy Israel and don't announce that they want to destroy Israel, there will be peace.
Dennis, they have done that in the past. You said not good enough. But the current state of affairs is the absurdity of the Israelis saying, we will not allow you to have a state because you theoretically say that we cannot have a state when we already have one. But no, you're literally preventing them from having a state. So since you are preventing them, doesn't that make you a monster who doesn't believe in freedom? And that all of your empty talk about, how much you love freedom is total garbage because you don't think it applies to Palestinians.
You have a weird way of thinking.
Great answer.
Go ahead. Why do the Palestinians have the same freedom that every other human being has?
Hey, if you allow me to speak, I'll tell you why it's weird. You believe there is a moral equivalence between Israel and Hamas. That is morally sick.
You are sick for not allowing Palestinians, millions of them, to be free. You don't believe in freedom, Dennis. You believe in oppression as long as it's on your side. Why can't they be free? Why can't Palestinians be free? Because they will choose a government you don't agree with? That is the definition of oppression.
Okay, there you go. Okay. The people heard my position. They heard
your position. Just to be clear, the Palestinians cannot be free. They are not equipped to handle freedom. Is that your position?
At this point, they would elect Hamas. When Israel did what you want and left Gaza, it ended up being run by the terror organization called Hamas.
So they would elect someone you don't agree with, and hence they are not allowed to have freedom. What a big advocate of freedom of speech you are, Dennis. Wow, a shining advocate for freedom who says, if you don't elect who I want, you will never be free, and you'll be under our thumb and under occupation.
You are Israeli, and this is your land. This land is not for you. This land is for God.
You got some nerve, you know. You come to my country, and you...
No, you have not country. If you believe that you have a country, and this is your country, and not my country, that is bad. I'm a human being. I'm not believing abroad. I'm not believing abroad. I believe in this. This land is there for God, not for you. Not for any white man. You're not a guy.
In the Sun of New York, Sunday, June the 6th, 1915. This is 18 years before Hitler ever set foot in the government. There is no 6 million Jews. The New York Times, October 18th, 1918, and the article is called $1 billion fund to rebuild Jewry. There it is. 6 million souls will need help to resume normal life when the war is ended. The New York Times, September 8th, 1919, and the article is called Ukrainian Jews Aim to Stop Pogroms. Mass meeting here that 127,000 Jews have been killed and 6 million are in peril. In the New York Times, November the 12th, 1919, and have reduced to tragically unbelievable poverty, starvation and disease. About 6 million souls, or half the Jewish population of the earth. February 23rd, 1920. 6 million Jews. Friday, May the 7th, 1920. The voting for Jewish war supplies in Central and Eastern Europe, where 6 millions face horrifying conditions of famine, disease and death. New York Times, Wednesday, July the 20th, 1921. 12 years before Adolf Hitler ever set foot in the government. Look at that. Russia's 6 million Jews are facing extermination by massacre. The Gazette, Montreal, December the 29th, 1931. And the article pretty much speaks up for itself. 6 million Jews face starvation.
World War I was the Jesuit revenge against Germany or Prussia, Russia, the Orthodox, and Austria-Hungary. The Vatican teamed up with Britain to make that happen. And we shouldn't have to teach you how that leads to World War II, which was basically a doubling down of that same strategy. They wanted to completely wipe Germany off the map. And after World War II, that's when we get the United Nations, which is, the whole point is to supposedly create world peace and prevent nationalism from ever being a thing again. And this is interesting because it all leads up to the creation and recognition of the State of Israel. But what happened in between 1945 and 1948? Well, you get those ancient discoveries, the Gnostic Gospels and the Dead Sea Scrolls, thanks to the Greek Orthodox Church. You remember, they were teamed up with Britain and the Vatican. The British, which is always known for being so generous, just decided to give the land over to the State of Israel. Through the United Nations, of course, but Britain basically owned that land. Awfully nice. I'm sure this had nothing to do with the Jesuits.
November the 2nd, 1917. Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet.
His Majesty's government view with favour the establishment of Palestine as a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavours to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country. I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation. Yours, Arthur Balfour.
You are Israeli? Yes. And this is your land? Yes. This land is not for you. This land is for God.
You got some nerve, you know. You come to my country and you...
No, you have not country. If you believe in that, you have a country and this is your country and not my country, that is bad. I'm a human being. I'm not believing in abroad. I'm not believing abroad. I believe in this. This land is land for God, not for you. Not for any white man. You're not a kind.